Tessa, how are you?
I'm well, thanks. How are you?
Not bad. This is your third time playing your character, and I'm wondering. I mean, on the first one or the second one, did you have any calls to speak to Leah Shire? And if so, did you get on? Did you talk to her? Was there any kind of connection with her at all?
No, I mean, I think my greatest connection to her was just engaging with all of her work and rewatching all of the films and her work outside of the films too. And I think, we really wanted to do her justice as this idea as Bianca being sort of a modern take on Adrian in a way. And even in the second Creed, we do like some homages to her in terms of my like costume and I think if you watch, there's a lot of fun sort of Easter eggs that are kind of little I love yous to her. So I feel very deeply influenced by her and wanting to do her justice, but I didn't have the chance to speak with her directly.
Oh, that's okay. Um, this being your third time playing Bianca, I mean, I'm wondering. I mean, I suppose A, how do you keep it fresh for yourself? And B, what have you, I suppose, learned about the character now having played it a third time?
I mean, I think there's always freshness because the circumstances are new,
Sure.
and also I think Mike and I talk a lot about this. We've been making these films for 8 years. Over the course of 8 years, he and I have matured and changed and grown too, and these scripts are scripts that we develop, so we have the opportunity to also infuse the characters with things that we're also personally wrestling with, and we get to evolve them. It's very different than some other spaces. For example, being on a television show and you sort of come and the scripts are what they are. It's like these are living, breathing things that we're kind of co-authors in. So I think what keeps it fresh is that in investment that we really are creating these characters in real time, and that keeps it fresh. And then also the folks that come and join us. So this time around, getting to work with Mila, the extraordinary Mila, that getting to learn in earnest, try to learn ASL. There's always new challenges, and I think for me in general, I always feel like when I start a job, I've never done it before because I have never done that job before. So there's always sort of a freshness and a tension with that is exciting, that keeps you sort of digging and trying and stretching.
Hmm. Working with a director that is also an actor and is also actually starring in the film. I mean, I would imagine, there would probably be. I'm sure he was present on set and all the rest of it, but I imagine, I mean, his attention has been pulled in 10 different ways and all the rest of it. Um, your observation. I mean, how was he? How was he coping with it all? Was his head spinning like, or what was it like?
No, his head wasn't spinning. I mean, he also prepared the film. He developed the film for a year,
Yeah.
so there's a tremendous amount of preparation, which is not to say that there weren't still challenges on the day. He also was supported by an incredible on-the-ground producer named Liz Raposo, who helps him run his company Outlier. He could not, I mean, and I think he would say this, he could not have made the film without her. He has said that. I've heard him say it. So,
Mhm.
I think it's important to remember so much sort of focus gets put rightfully on the director and on actors, but the truth is, you if you stay for the credits, you see hundreds upon hundreds of names. So he didn't do it alone, and none of us ever do it alone. There's just an incredible wealth of people that contribute to the film as well. And I think the thing that he did in spades that is really the measure of a great director is he was able to support those folks and to make them feel valuable and to make the experience of showing up every day a joyful one, because he was lovely to everybody. And to be able to do that while also take on a big role and a big challenge and something he's never done before, that's what I'm really proud of him for.
Yeah, that's brilliant. I mean, like to say, it takes a village. Okay, I'm getting a wrap there, so I'll leave it there. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
You out there boxing. I need you to start fighting.